Hello Driver Radio fans, Richard Rush here today with Walt McLean behind the camera, and today we're going to take a look at the 2018 Toyota Sequoia, and this is a new trim level for this year. This is going to be the TRD Sport trim level, which is really cool. It's been our first time in a Sequoia for a while. Impressed. We'll talk a little bit more about this vehicle as we get along. So with that being said, you'll kind of see, again, if you're familiar with the Sequoia brand, this has really been a staple of Toyota for about the past 10 years or so, and we're hoping actually to see a new redesign, a refresh, because we like this vehicle, we like the platform, but a few other manufacturers have kind of jumped up in terms of the luxury and such added. You now got new LED headlights and standard safety features on all trim levels, not just the top ones, which is really nice. You got this running boards here, you got this added clearance. Walt's going to show you the interior. Just pay special attention to, honestly, just to some of the infotainment things, because it's a little bit different than what you'd find. It still has a little bit smaller of a screen than maybe what you're used to, and I'm not sure if that's just on the sport model or what. I apologize, I don't have that in front of me. Just takes a little bit getting used to, though. You do have dual climate control and heated seats here in the front. This is not the top trim level. You can still get a premium, essentially vehicle on here. I guess, sorry, take that back. The top of the line platinum, or you can still get the SR5. So they got the SR5, the limited, the TRD Sport, and the platinum. The TRD Sport basically is going to give you some a sport tuned suspension, 20-inch wheels, and some special exterior styling, which you kind of talked about. I really do like the blacked out wheels on here. A lot of storage in here. You do have auto headlights, but you've got storage in here to put some cards or whatever it might be. We are going to open this back here, and you will notice this does have a 7-passenger capacity with the second row captain's chairs. That you can get this vehicle on the 8-passenger, I think, depending on how you configure it. If I'm not mistaken, I believe the SR5 comes standard like that. Again, this is the TRD Pro portion of it, and so I feel like, or TRD Sport Edition, I apologize. So I think that these captain's chairs are a little bit more standard that way. It does come in this equipment group. There's an added-on trim or a package, the TRD Sport Premium, as we mentioned, $3,800. It's going to give you quite a few of the options that we've already talked about. Plus, it's going to give you the power seats here in the rear. So we're going to come back here. Power, or actually, it's not a power lift gate. I apologize. Thought it was for a second. You've got storage underneath here, which is really nice for miscellaneous items. You can even put some groceries and stuff down in here if you wanted to. And that's going to be behind this third row. So to lift this up, all you'd have to do is push the button, which is a really nice feature. And I will say that I really do like that piece, Toyota, so thank you guys for adding that on a vehicle of this class and of this size. It's really nice. So you just flip that up and you're there. In terms of cargo capacity, I'm going to get down here really quick and go over this. You've got 120.1 cubic feet of maximum space with all the seats folded down, 67 cubic feet with this third row folded down, and 19 cubic feet of room behind here. And that's about average for a vehicle of this class. It's not segment leading or anything by that imagination, but it's a reasonable amount of room. And you can see this is a pretty big vehicle, although I will say this, I was able to fit this vehicle in my third car, in the third stall of my 3-car garage, and it's a little bit shorter than what you'll normally see, so that was a plus here. It's not super long as you're going to see with some of the other 3-row SUVs there. Price on this vehicle as it sits right here, and I apologize, I'm going to stick that in my pants there. $60,219. Again, base price is $54,000. The TRD Sport Premium is a $3,800 option on here. There's a glass brake sensor, wheel locks, paint protection film, and a courtesy deliverer. Fuel economy, 13 and 17 for a 14 average, and that's about right. Comes equipped with a V8 underneath the hood, about 381 horsepower, I believe, which is a lot. You can get this in rear-wheel drive only or all-wheel drive, depending on the climate you're in. Here in Colorado, we obviously would recommend all-wheel drive. And I don't have towing ratings, but you can tow with this vehicle as well, and it can use that. So if you're in the market for a 3-row SUV, you want maybe a little bit more ground clearance, you want to go off-road with it, you want to be able to tow a camper, whatever it would be, up the mountains or wherever you're at, this absolutely is a vehicle to look at. I will say this though, it is going to be a lot more outdated than other competition. This hasn't been redesigned really in about 10 years. So Toyota, I'm not sure if it's in the pipeline, I've got to think that it is, but I would definitely highly recommend the update. But if you're like, you know what, I don't care, I just, it's tried and true, it works, it's a Toyota, I know it's gonna last me for quite some time, this definitely is a car to consider. So head to your local Toyota dealer, test drive this vehicle, get your family in it, and when you do that, let them know that John and Richard Rush from Drive Radio sent you.